What is going on, my dummies, and welcome back to Behind the Firewall. In today's episode, we are going over Omnimon Zwart, one of the new cards coming out in BT5. He is 15 to play normally, 6 to Digivolve on a black or a purple Digimon, 15,000 power. His ability states, when Digivolving, trash the top 3 cards of our deck. Then we may play up to 2 black or purple Digimon cards that cost 8 or less from our trash without paying their memory cost. Now, at first when I read this, I figured it was 8 together. No, man. It's 8 each. So, like, we're able to grab big stuff with this, and that's game-changing. It is so game-changing. Moving forward, when attack, we can return a level 6 card from our Digivolution source to our hand to delete one of our opponent's unsuspended Digimon that has a play cost of 12 or less. So most of the time we're hitting any mega in the game with this. There are a few exceptions, such as the ancient Digimon between Greymon and Garurumon, or the level 7s in the game. They always cost way more than 12. But normally we are hitting level 6s with this or lower. I'm going to dive right into this because this is a lot of stuff to go over. I actually was looking around and found some really cool stuff to do with this, so let's get started. So first things first, we're going to go over some of the black stuff. Toy Agumon from the starter deck. Now, of course, I've got both Toy Agumons here, if you can see, but this one in particular is the clear Agumon, if I'm not mistaken, and it states as an inheritable skill, at the end of our opponent's turn, if your opponent's Digimon did not attack at all during this turn, trigger draw 1. I think I have it in here. I did not put it in here, so I'm going to run over and show you guys this card real quick. If this is an inheritable source, this should be in the list as well. If this is an inheritable source, it gives a blocker. So we have a 15k blocker on the battlefield that draws us a card if they don't attack. But even if they don't attack, we get to draw a card, and then we can attack with the Omnimon Zwart to blow up something. So these two cards are more situational, if anything, but I did want to include them because the starter deck stuff do work together, and it makes it possible. On the other hand of that as well, this Greymon here will more than likely work because, like, Zwart is the mixture between black or Greymon and black Garurumon. So this wouldn't be a bad card to try to pick up if you're planning on playing Zwart in the first place. Moving forward, we have BT2 or Set 1.0 cards. We have Toy Agumon, Inheritable Skill gives Reboot. Pretty good ability to have on a 15k body, especially if your opponent wants to play something like Slash Angemon, Shine Greymon, and swing over it. We don't want that to happen, so giving it Reboot keeps them from being able to attack over our Omnimon Zwart. The next card is the Greymon. Again, a black Greymon. So we're able to play this in Zwart D's black deck, and it's probably going to revolve around Black War Greymon. His inheritable skill is during our turn, if our Digimon has Reboot, we gain jamming. Super good in my opinion. Definitely not to be underestimated. Because if we, like, in the next set, Omnimon is key, and it looks like the Omnimons are all 15k power. So, like, if you're playing a bunch of Omnimon decks, you don't have to worry about gaining extra power. You'll just jam it. So, who cares? Moving forward, we have Metal Greymon. He has Reboot himself. I'm not sure how much that really matters. However, he does have an inheritable skill that if there is Reboot, security attack +1. So, with the Zwart, we're able to attack, have security attack, have Reboot, have jamming, with all these in particular, not that he has those. And when he swings, he can grab the level 6 and put it back in his hand to get rid of a blocker before he deals his damage, which is always really good. Definitely not to be underestimated on the black side. Moving forward, we have the purple cards that are more likely that you would see playing. Now, of course, before I get any farther than this, there was no other purple cards released for this. And the stuff that came out in BT5, I didn't want to go over yet because, like, I want to go over the entire list. So I'm not going to go over, like, such as Black Growlmon. I'm not going to go over it. I'm just going to go over the stuff that has already come out and see how it's going to impact the metagame. Moving forward, though, Garurumon, he is the purple variation. Once per turn during our turn, if another Digimon is destroyed, we get +1 memory. Pretty good. So it keeps it our turn. It keeps our memory flooding or flowing. So I think you play it because of Nokia. She's able to search for Garurumon cards. So yeah, definitely. I think she searches for Garurumon cards. Now I have to see because I think I just told you guys a lie. Hold on, we're getting there. And Blackwall Greymon, if you want to freeze it or pause it and look, this is what the Blackwall Greymon does. I'm not going to go over it. Yeah, we get a Greymon or Garurumon, so that's one reason why you want to play these Greymons and Metal Greymons and Garurumons in this deck, because of the Nokia that would be played. And I'm going to keep it up for a second, let you pause it. Alright, so moving forward, we have Miramon. Now, these two should be switched. I don't know why I decided to click the Miramon before the Garurumon, but it is what it is. Miramon states that when he's played, we get to destroy one of our Digimon to destroy a level 5 or less Digimon on our opponent's side. This allows us to get it back with Zwart D, get back something like a Miramon, destroy the Miramon with Chimeramon's ability to draw a card, destroy our opponent's level 5 or less, and then evolve the Miramon into something else during the next turn. So this allows us to keep going. But during the next turn, we can attack with Zwart D first. When we attack with Zwart D, we get to add the level 6 back to hand to evolve onto the Miramon and get more abilities. And I just think that's so dumb. It's so good. But moving forward, we have Garurumon. His inheritable skill says when we attack once per turn by destroying one of our other Digimon, this Digimon becomes active. So, of course, he fuels himself by getting cards back. And if they have destruction abilities, we will gain the ability to reactivate ourselves, which is always a really, really good thing. Especially with the Black Greymon that I showed you guys earlier. Having security attack +1 and being able to make ourselves active is always really good. Moving forward, we have Devimon. Giving vengeance to something is always a really good thing. I don't see a reason why you wouldn't want to give vengeance to him, but at the same time, if you did not feel like it was a need or a necessity, here we go, the dummy's messing up again, a necessity, then don't play it. I mean, like, honestly, I'm just going over the stuff that we have currently. I don't know how many Garurumons we're going to end up with after this. Like, they could come up with promos. But Devimon is a good add-in or addition if you need him to be. Moving forward, I found some pretty interesting cards to use. And I wanted to go over them so you guys could see. So, for example, Zwart D allows you to grab stuff that cost 8 or less. Now, Metal Edimon is here for a reason because of this one. However, you can use it in a black variant to get Edimon from your graveyard. And then when Edimon dies, it allows you to get Metal Edimon. And then Metal Edimon will allow himself to Digivolve. Oh, this is for free. Like, you get that Metal Edimon for free. And then you can Digivolve the Zwart onto the Metal Edimon to get the Edimon back. Like, this combo is dumb. I love this combo. So that's one thing that you can do in the black variation. In the purple variation is something also really cool. And this allows you to play green inheritable skills if you wanted to for Zwart D. But Arachnamon, that's it, Arachnamon. She costs 7, and same with Omnimon costing 7. Both of them read as followed. When we attack with it by paying 3 memory, play 1 Mellow Myotismon from your hand without paying its cost, then destroy this Digimon. So we're able to get a Mellow Myotismon, which I will go over real quick because I forgot to add it in. Give me 1 second, guys. Here we go. Mellow Myotismon. So we're able to get him onto the battlefield for free, which gives us free memory whenever any Digimon is destroyed, for each Digimon destroyed. But we're also able to use it as a catalyst to evolve into Zwart D to get these back to play him for free again. So we're basically being able to play a mega level for 3 memory, which is insane. On top of which, Mellow Myotismon literally gains you memory on his own. So I wanted to point that out because I think that's a pretty cool idea. But again, I also want to point out that these are just fun ideas to use. I'm not saying these are grade A must-play things. But those are the cards that I looked over that I seen that was worthwhile. I mean, there's other stuff like Lady Devimon, but she also works around option cards. And I don't know how prominent option cards are going to be right now with the new meta. However, I will say it looks to have more inheritable skills for purple and black. I hope that's the case, because I feel like we don't have enough for purple and black because they missed a whole wave of support. So I'm hoping we get better inheritable skills for them that will allow us to utilize the Zwart D more efficiently. And like that's one problem that I see with the black and purple decks is like the Rush Purple is still a really good deck. Black shows up on the map right in the Japanese meta with stuff like riding a Lordmon on occasion. I've seen Blastmon on occasion. Blastmon. But there's not a lot of stuff. Also, I've seen Dark Dramon decks. I don't really like that deck very much. I mean, argue with me, but I feel like Purple Rookie Rush is better and faster and more consistent. So, yeah, I'm really hoping they get more inheritable abilities. The more inheritable abilities we get, the better off Omnimon Zwart will be. Or even just abilities in general, because there's a lot of stuff that's on destroy, and you don't want to be destroying the stuff that you're going into Zwart D with. But that is my thoughts on Zwart D. I think he's going to be a very powerful card in the upcoming meta. The only issue I have with him is the Digimon you delete with his bottom effect has to be unsuspended. It cannot be suspended. That does not make me happy. So unless there's something that allows you to unsuspend your opponent's Digimon, it's only killing blockers most of the time, unless you give it blocker to keep your opponent from attacking in. And if you do that, then your Toyagamon and your Greymon are being able to trigger abilities. So like giving him blocker is a plus. But that's all I got, guys. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment. Let me know what your thoughts on Omnimon Zwart is, how you think he's going to impact the metagame. If there's anything that I missed, please put it in the comments below. I don't mind the criticism, I promise. Also, subscribe to the channel. I know a lot of you aren't subscribed, and every subscription helps me get this content out faster and more efficiently. But until next time, have a blessed one.